We are at a Buick GMC dealership in the Dallas-Fort Worth area checking out the inventory they have. But man, you talk about pricey. This stuff's every single Yukon you're looking at. 100 grand, 100 grand, 100 grand, 111,000 for this 6.2 2026 Yukon XL. But you gotta think, $111,000, you're spending that on a Yukon. That is a lot of money. $79,000 for this one right here, two-wheel drive, 5.3. And the problem is, whether you go with the 3.0 diesel, the 5.3, or the 6.2, they all kind of have their own individual issues. Now, I would say the diesel's probably the better option to an extent, but I don't know. I've seen issues with those too, so it's kind of crazy. And then there's some big maintenance stuff you got to do with their diesel, their 3.0, and with these 5.3s or 6.2s, there's a high chance of actually having a lifter failure, having a complete lifter failure. But the thing about it is, dealers are giving discounts. You know, you're getting this well below MSRP in 2026 right now. The whole market adjustment thing, if you guys remember, there was crazy times, but now look at it, man. Inventory is back. Finally, inventory is back. So now discounts are back. It kind of works hand in hand. Obviously. Here we go. We got a 2026 Terrain right here. Front wheel drive, you're at 32,000 and you have a 1.5 turbo. There you go. That's what you're getting. 1.5 turbo. It's what you're getting in. At least some of the stuff, I will give General Motors some credit when I say, because sometimes some of these vehicles that you would assume would use, let's say, a CVT, surprisingly, General Motors decided to use an automatic transmission, which is surprising because it was probably cheaper for them to just use, let's say, a CVT on this Buick right here. But surprisingly, they actually did use an automatic, but that's not really saying that much considering this is a 1.2 turbo Buick. Let me show you. This is a 2026 Buick Investa. Let's see, you are at 6-speed automatic transmission, 1.2 turbo, and it's 27 grand. One of the most affordable vehicles General Motors offers, but I'm just surprised they didn't use a CVT because it's cheaper. You know what I mean? It's cheaper to build. It is what it is. Now, real hard to maintain a CVT, and even this automatic, I doubt there's much maintaining to it. It's probably it's a car that you drive until it's done and you throw it away. It's an appliance. It's an appliance. You're not gonna fix it and fix it and fix it because they're not designed to be repaired like that. It's more of an appliance where you use it, when you're done with it, you throw it away. This is how these modern vehicles are designed, especially a 1.2 turbo engine. You know what I mean? A tiny, tiny little turbo engine. Very, very small. I mean, it's affordable, I guess, in today's market. This is affordable, $29,500, which is a lot of money though. 30 grand, that's kind of crazy. I mean, you were buying a Toyota 4Runner. I'm not talking about a 1990. I'm talking about, and these are built in Japan, Toyota 4Runner vehicles with a naturally aspirated V6. You go back to 2024, you could pick up a two-wheel drive for like 38 grand. So yes, it was more than this, but I mean, come on. This is a 1.2 turbo. It's just insane. But also you're probably getting close to, 8 grand off this thing. So you kind of have to keep that in mind with the actual MSRP. It's not really what it's going to sell for. None of these vehicles are going to sell for the MSRP or anywhere close to it. Like this one right here, $80,000, 6.2, 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali. It's not going to sell for 80 grand. It's going to sell with a big discount. So I kind of have to keep that in mind because these aren't even the real prices that they're going to sell for. 63 grand for this 5.3 2026 Sierra 1500 Elevation 5.3 Ecotech. That's the problem. That is the problem with this V8. It's the Ecotech with DFM. I just wish they didn't have the Ecotech technology. Today's video is sponsored by Lasfit. Lasfit has been a trusted sponsor of the channel for quite some time. I trust their product and I like the price. The floor mats are actually 3D scanned to your vehicle with raised edges and everything. So if anything happens, you're protected. And you can really see the difference. On one side, I have just a regular plain floor mat that normally comes with the standard vehicle. On the other side, I have the Lasfit all-weather floor mat. You can definitely see the difference. You see the raised edges? And it's much easier to clean. If you have those standard floor mats, they're super difficult to clean, especially compared to just taking this out. If you want to spray it down, it's that easy if you have a bunch of mud or anything. And one of the best parts is the price. They are priced much better than a lot of the competition with being high quality. And you can get another 14% off if you use the code TOM20. I'm going to put a link in the description and also a pinned comment. Those links are affiliate links, so if you purchase anything from Lasfit, it actually supports the channel. Click the link in the description, support the channel, and thank you Lasfit for sponsoring the video. They're trying to have fuel management systems that save such a small amount of fuel economy, and then you end up having to replace the whole engine. Now, they did have a 2024 EV Sierra over here. I'm not seeing it anymore. Did they actually sell it? And I know a few people that work here have watched my videos. They always leave comments saying, I work here, I work here. Did you guys actually sell the EV? Is it gone? Because that thing was sitting for, it was a 2024, and I just saw it a month ago, a month and a half ago. So it was still here in 2026, even though it was a 2024 model, but it looks like it's gone now. 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4X 6.2. Let's see, after all the add-ons, you're at 86,000, 86.8 for this one right here. What do you think? It's kind of GMC's version of the Raptor, but it's not quite there yet. You know, it's not all the way there. Now let me check this 2500, because this is a 2500 Denali. I bet it's probably cheaper than half of these 1500s. 91 grand, 2026 Sierra 2500. This one has a 6.6 turbo diesel. Now, the turbo diesel is very expensive. If you go from, like, if this had the gas, it'll be way cheaper. The gas knocks the engine, it knocks way down. And the other crazy part is, I'm not seeing any, but believe it or not, they make a 4-cylinder turbo GMC pickup truck. 4-cylinder turbo. Now, all these 5.3, you know, this is an ultimate one right here, so we got to see. This is like the top of the line, most expensive as you can get, 87 grand. It has a 3.0. 2026 Sierra 1500 Denali Ultimate. That's the most fancy pickup truck you can get from GMC. I guess they're trying to be fancy, but I'm trying to see, do they have a 4-cylinder? Dealers don't want to order V8. This one's a V8. This one's a turbo diesel. They actually have a 4-cylinder option, but as you see, this dealer doesn't want to do nothing with the 4-cylinder trucks, because the 4-cylinder pickup trucks kind of make no sense, and they're very, very expensive. They'll still be 50, 60 grand, and it's just a 4-cylinder Sierra. But I'm not seeing it all V8s, but we are in Texas. That's the thing. Dealerships kind of know their customer base, especially when you're in a state like Texas. They want a V8. They want a pickup truck with a V8. They don't want a V6. They don't want this and that, especially, I'm talking about when they're spending this kind of money. When a shopper goes out and spends $80,000 on a pickup truck in the United States, in Texas, they're going to want a V8, you know, and honestly, they're probably going to want a supercharged V8 at that price point, but you're just not getting it. A lot of brands, you're going to get an inline 6 if you're lucky. So kind of crazy. We went back to a GMC dealership. This one is in Dallas, Fort Worth. Last time we were here, they had a 2024 still sitting on the lot, not sold, and that was just a month ago. In 2026, still sitting here, and it was a 2024. So not a good situation, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you like. We're going to these different dealers. This is out of state for me, so consider becoming a member of the channel. I'll leave a link if you want to become a member. It really helps support the channel. But hey, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day and stay blessed.